Welcome. Most people spend their lives feeling tired, bloated, and low on energy. But what if I told you that soaking a simple root in apple cider vinegar for just 7 days could completely transform your body from the inside out? Watch closely, because this natural trick is changing lives, and it could change yours too. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning feeling lighter, more energized, and healthier than you have in years. Imagine a simple natural ritual, something that you can do at home, without prescriptions, without complicated diets, without fancy equipment. Something so straightforward that you could almost laugh at how easy it is. Yet it holds the power to change your body from the inside out. This isn't some gimmick or a fleeting trend. This is a daily choice that can ignite transformation, a choice as old as nature itself. We're talking about soaking ginger in apple cider vinegar for 7 days and witnessing the remarkable ways your body responds. Ginger, a root known for its fiery, invigorating properties, has been used for centuries to stimulate the body, to awaken your energy, to ignite circulation, and to support digestion. Combine it with apple cider vinegar, a substance revered for its natural cleansing, alkalizing, and metabolic supporting qualities, and you have a synergy that hits every system in your body with precision. When these two forces meet, they work on a level most people never experience, targeting inflammation, boosting immunity, supporting weight management, and even encouraging mental clarity. The science is fascinating, but the real magic is in the consistency of practice, the commitment to seeing what your body can do when you give it the nutrients it craves. You might wonder, 7 days, that's it? Yes, 7 days of focused care, of intentional preparation, of giving your body something profound and potent. It's not a promise that overnight everything will change, but it's a guarantee that the process will ignite something deep within. Think of it as planting a seed. You water it, you nourish it, you protect it, and in time it grows. That 7-day ritual is your seed of transformation. By the 7th day, your body begins to respond. You may notice a renewed sense of energy, a shift in digestion, a calmness that spreads through your mind, a glow that radiates from your skin. Every system begins to line, every cell begins to hum with purpose. This practice teaches something beyond health. It teaches discipline, patience, and the extraordinary power of consistency. Too often, people seek quick fixes, looking for immediate results and instant gratification. The reality is that real change, lasting change, never comes in a moment. It comes in deliberate action taken over time, in rituals repeated with intention. Soaking ginger in apple cider vinegar is not just about the physical transformation. It is about reclaiming your ability to commit, to honor your body, to invest in yourself when no one else is watching. It's about building trust in your own actions and witnessing the proof that you are capable of change. As the ginger sits, releasing its natural compounds into the apple cider vinegar, imagine your body soaking up that same energy. Anti-inflammatory properties travel through your digestive tract, supporting organs that work tirelessly without recognition. Metabolism receives a gentle nudge, encouraging fat burning and energy efficiency. Immune cells respond more efficiently, your body becoming more resilient to stressors that once weighed you down. And the nervous system, that delicate balance of signals, starts to calm, reducing anxiety and sharpening mental clarity. This is not magic. It is biology responding to nutrients. It is your body awakening to what it has always known it needed. You may feel subtle shifts at first, a lighter stomach, a small burst of energy, a reduction in bloating. Don't underestimate these small changes. They are signs that your body is listening. They are the whispers before the roar, the gentle proof that transformation is underway. The 7th day is not the finish line. It is the moment when you realize that your body has already begun its journey toward a new state of vitality. You feel the results, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. You feel empowered because you have participated in your own healing, you've taken an active role in your wellness, and the body responds to action, to intention, and to love for oneself. What makes this ritual so powerful is that it doesn't just target one area of the body, it works on the whole system. Inflammation that hinders movement begins to subside. Blood sugar levels find balance. Gut health, so often overlooked, begins to stabilize. And even energy production at the cellular level, the mitochondria that drive every function, begins to optimize. This is holistic transformation, a ripple effect that starts small but spreads wide, affecting the way you move, the way you think, and the way you experience life. You are not just changing your body, you are changing your relationship with it. You are learning to give it what it needs and to trust its ability to heal and thrive. But remember, this is not a ritual you do once and forget. It is a practice that, when repeated, compounds in power. Your body remembers, your systems adapt, and each repetition strengthens your health, resilience, and vitality. The first 7 days are The beginning, a powerful initiation, a demonstration that simple, consistent care can yield profound results. From there, you build, you observe your body, listen to its signals, adjust your approach, and continue to invest in yourself in ways that extend beyond the single ritual. This is empowerment. This is transformation rooted in action, knowledge, and intention. Every time you choose to immerse ginger in apple cider vinegar, you are choosing yourself over convenience, vitality over stagnation, action over passivity. You are stepping into the role of the architect of your own well-being. There is a lesson here that extends beyond health, that the small, intentional choices we make each day compound into remarkable transformations. What you do for your body is a reflection of how you see your life, how much you value your energy, your focus, your ability to engage fully in the world around you. 7 days of soaking, of preparation, of nurturing the roots of health becomes 7 days of reclaiming power in your life. So as the ginger releases its essence into the apple cider vinegar, think of yourself releasing potential into your life. Think of yourself as capable, as resilient, as deserving of the vitality and clarity that comes when you honor your body. This is more than a remedy. It is a declaration. It is a statement to yourself and to the world that you are committed to thriving. You are not waiting for circumstances to change or for luck to intervene. You are creating change, harnessing the power of nature, and activating the systems within your body that have always been ready to respond. And when you notice the results, when energy feels lighter, when digestion feels smoother, when your mind feels clearer, you will understand something profound. Transformation is not distant. It is not reserved for someone else somewhere else. It begins with a choice. Yes, you make today, with the small actions you take with intention and care. 7 days of soaking ginger in apple cider vinegar becomes a symbol of the larger truth that you have the power to improve your body, to enhance your health, and to unlock energy, clarity, and vitality that you may have thought was lost. This is about reclaiming your body's natural intelligence, honoring it with nourishment, and witnessing firsthand the extraordinary effects that follow when action meets consistency. When we think about transformation, we often imagine something complicated, something that requires expensive programs, long hours at the gym, or a strict regimen of pills and supplements. But true transformation doesn't always arrive through complexity. Sometimes it begins with simplicity. The act of soaking ginger in apple cider vinegar for 7 days is deceptively simple, yet the effects are profound. It is a reminder that nature itself provides the tools for our health, that the body is capable of remarkable self-healing when given the right support, and that small, intentional choices can lead to extraordinary results. Ginger, with its warming, fiery properties, stimulates circulation, awakens the digestive system, and energizes the body. Apple cider vinegar, with its cleansing and alkalizing effects, gently supports metabolism and detoxification. Together, these natural ingredients form a synergy that targets the body on multiple levels. From the digestive tract to the immune system to cellular energy production, it begins subtly. You might notice a lighter feeling in your stomach, or a reduction in bloating, or a gentle increase in energy that seems to flow effortlessly throughout your day. These first signs are small, but they are significant. They are the early proof that your body is responding to what it needs. Many people overlook these subtle shifts because they expect dramatic changes immediately, but real transformation often starts quietly. Like a river carving through rock over time, these small effects accumulate, creating deep, lasting change that is felt physically, mentally, and emotionally. The digestive system, which is central to overall health, begins to regulate more efficiently. Nutrients are absorbed more effectively, waste is eliminated more thoroughly, and the gut begins to restore balance, reducing inflammation that often goes unnoticed, but affects energy, mood, and even immunity. As the days pass, the effects compound. Ginger releases compounds that encourage circulation and cellular activity, while apple cider vinegar introduces enzymes and acids that support detoxification and metabolic efficiency. The combination creates a powerful internal environment where inflammation is reduced, the immune system strengthens, and the body begins to function at a higher level. This is not a temporary spike in energy or a fleeting feeling of wellness. This is the body responding to consistent, targeted nourishment. It is a demonstration that when we provide our systems with what they truly need, they respond with efficiency, balance, and resilience. The body is remarkably intelligent, and it thrives when we stop pushing it with artificial interventions and start supporting it with natural solutions. It's also important to recognize that transformation through natural methods like this extends beyond the physical. When the digestive system and metabolism begin to function optimally, mental clarity and focus often follow. The reduction in inflammation and internal stress allows the nervous system to operate more efficiently. Energy is no longer drained by internal imbalance. Instead, it is available to fuel creativity, productivity, and engagement with the world. The mind feels lighter, more focused, more capable of handling challenges that previously seemed overwhelming. This is the hidden power of a simple natural ritual. It doesn't just improve the body, it elevates the mind, creating a state where you feel more alive, more present, and more empowered. The 7-day practice of soaking ginger and apple cider vinegar also highlights the importance of trust and patience. Many people seek immediate results, scrolling endlessly for quick fixes, but transformation is rarely instantaneous. It grows quietly, gradually, like a seed developing roots beneath the soil. By committing to this practice, even for just a week, you honor the natural rhythms of your body and allow it to respond fully. The body does not rush, but when given consistent support, it begins to reveal its potential. Inflammation decreases, digestion improves, immune resilience increases, and energy levels rise. The process reminds us that health is a journey, not a single event, and that dedication to simple natural actions is often more powerful than any complicated intervention. Another remarkable aspect of this practice is its accessibility. It doesn't require special equipment, medical supervision, or extreme lifestyle changes. Anyone can take part. You are not dependent on the latest supplement, the newest diet trend, or an expensive regimen. You are empowered with a simple natural solution that connects you with your own body's intelligence. This accessibility reinforces a powerful message. Transformation does not have to be complicated. The simplest actions, when performed intentionally and consistently, can yield the most profound results. This is a lesson that extends far beyond health. It applies to every area of life. By focusing on small, meaningful steps, we can achieve extraordinary outcomes over time. As the 7th day arrives, the body has absorbed and responded to the concentrated benefits of this nature. L combination. Circulation feels smoother, digestion functions with greater efficiency, and energy is more sustained throughout the day. You may notice a subtle glow in your skin, a calmness in your mind, and an overall sense of vitality that you may not have experienced for years. These effects are the tangible proof that nature provides powerful tools for transformation, that the body responds when nurtured with intention, and that simplicity often surpasses complexity in creating lasting change. This practice is a testament to the fact that we do not need extreme measures to achieve wellness. The path to transformation can be found in natural, consistent, and intentional actions, and the body rewards those who take the time to listen and respond to its needs. Consistency is the hidden engine behind every great transformation, the quiet force that separates fleeting change from lasting results. People often underestimate the power of showing up, of doing something small every single day, but it is in repetition and steady, unwavering commitment that true transformation occurs. When it comes to health, the body does not respond to random efforts or sporadic bursts of attention. It responds to deliberate, repeated actions performed with intention. Soaking ginger and apple cider vinegar for 7 days is not just a simple health ritual. It is a practice in consistency, a daily choice to invest in your own well-being, and a demonstration of how small actions compound into meaningful change. Many of us fall into the trap of expecting immediate results, wanting a solution that works instantly and disappears just as quickly. The reality is that lasting change rarely happens overnight. The body operates in rhythms and systems, each interconnected, each requiring time to adjust and respond. When you commit to a 7-day ritual, you are training yourself to respect these rights. HMS, you are learning to honor the process rather than chase quick fixes. Each day of soaking ginger and apple cider vinegar is a reaffirmation of your commitment, a declaration that your health is worth your time, your attention, and your energy. The act of repetition has a profound psychological effect as well. When you choose to engage in a daily ritual, you begin to shift your mindset. You move from passivity, waiting for circumstances or external solutions, to active participation. You are no longer at the mercy of chance or external forces. You are in control of the choices that directly affect your health and your vitality. This is empowerment in its purest form, the realization that you have the capacity to influence your own well-being through consistent, intentional action. Even if the results are subtle at first, the act of showing up builds confidence, reinforces discipline, and strengthens your belief in your ability to create positive outcomes in your life. Consistency also teaches patience, one of the most valuable skills for any form of transformation. When you commit to repeating a simple action each day, you learn to trust the process. You learn to recognize that change unfolds gradually and that the body requires time to adjust. The ginger and apple cider vinegar combination works slowly, influencing digestion, metabolism, and immune function in ways that cannot be rushed. By staying committed, you allow the body to integrate these benefits fully. Each day reinforces the notion that patience is not a passive act, but an active engagement with the natural flow of change. You begin to understand that meaningful results are not achieved through impatience or force, but through steady, deliberate effort sustained over time. Furthermore, consistency strengthens the connection between mind and body. The act of engaging in a repeated ritual signals to our nervous system that you are taking care of yourself, that you value your health, and that you are willing to invest in your own vitality. This reinforces positive habits, creating a feedback loop in which consistent action enhances motivation, and enhanced motivation sustains further action. Over time, this cycle transforms not just your physical health, but your mindset, teaching resilience, self-discipline, and the ability to prioritize what truly matters. The 7-day practice also illustrates a critical principle. Small actions, when performed consistently, compound into significant results. You may think that soaking ginger in apple cider vinegar is too small to make a difference, but it is precisely the simplicity of the action that makes it powerful. Each day builds on the last, each repetition strengthens the benefits, and by the 7th day, the cumulative effect is unmistakable. Metabolism functions more efficiently, digestion is optimized, inflammation decreases, and energy levels rise. These results are not the product of a single moment of effort, but of a deliberate pattern of daily engagement. This is a lesson that extends far beyond health. Any area of life, whether it's learning a skill, building a career, or strengthening relationships, is transformed through consistent, intentional action. Consistency also challenges excuses and builds accountability. When you commit to a ritual, you remove the ambiguity of choice. You no longer ask yourself if you feel like it or have time for it. You show up because you have decided that this action matters, because you have prioritized it above convenience, distraction, or doubt. This practice of self-accountability spills over into other areas of life, reinforcing the principle that progress is built on daily choices, not sporadic bursts of effort. By establishing consistency in one area, you create the foundation for transformation across all aspects of your life. The transformation across all aspects of your life, the transformation and power of consistency is amplified when paired with intentionality. It is not enough to simply go through the motions. Each day, as you add the ginger to the apple cider vinegar, you do so with awareness. You recognize that you are participating in your own health, that every repetition matters, and that the body repetition matters, and that the body responds to focused, purposeful action. Intentionality turns a simple ritual into a powerful tool for transformation. It elevates the act from routine to practice, from habit to statement, and from action to empowerment. Over the course of 7 days, the body begins to respond to this intentional consistency. Digestion improves, metabolism becomes more efficient, energy levels rise, and overall vitality increases. These results are the reward for showing up, for trusting the process, and for honoring the natural rhythm of transformation. The 7-day ritual becomes more than a health practice. It becomes a lesson in the power of steady effort, the importance of patience, and the undeniable truth that consistency is the cornerstone of lasting change. Empowerment begins with responsibility, and true transformation is rooted in the understanding that you are the architect of your own health and vitality. Too often people look outside themselves for solutions, waiting for the right doctor, the right supplement, the right circumstance to intervene and bring about change. But real change comes when you step into the role of caretaker for your own body, when you recognize that your well-being is a direct reflection of the choices you make each day. The practice of soaking ginger in apple cider vinegar for 7 days is more than a health ritual. It is a demonstration of this principle. It is a clear statement that you are willing to take responsibility for your own energy, clarity, and physical health, and that transformation begins with conscious action rather than passive hope. Taking responsibility for your own health empowers you because it removes dependency. Because it removes dependency. When you rely solely on external factors, you are at the mercy of circumstance, of systems outside your control. But when you engage actively in a practice that nurtures your body, you reclaim control. Each day you prepare the ginger and apple cider vinegar, you are asserting authority over your own well-being. You are making a conscious choice to provide your body with what it needs. And in doing so, you are sending a signal that you value yourself, that you trust your body, and that you are capable of creating positive change. This is empowerment in its purest form, the knowledge that the outcomes of your health are in your hands, not dictated by chance or external authority. This practice also reinforces the principle of self-trust. Many people struggle with doubt. Will this work? Am I doing it right? Will I see results? By committing to a 7-day ritual and observing the subtle yet undeniable shifts in your body, you develop trust in yourself and in your own ability to influence change. You learn that consistent, deliberate action produces results and that you do not need to wait for someone else to validate your efforts. This trust extends far beyond health. It builds a foundation for confidence in every area of life. When you see that your actions have the power to shape your physical health, you begin to recognize that your actions hold similar power over your habits, your goals, and your overall trajectory. Holistic empowerment comes from recognizing the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. When you prioritize your health through natural, consistent practices, every system in your body begins to align. Digestion improves, energy rises, mental clarity sharpens, and emotional balance stabilizes. These changes are not isolated. They ripple outward, affecting the way you engage with the world. You feel more capable of handling stress, more focused on tasks, and more present in relationships. By taking responsibility for your own body, you are indirectly taking responsibility for your experience of life itself. You are creating the conditions for greater vitality, resilience, and fulfillment in every moment. Self-responsibility also cultivates awareness. Self-responsibility also cultivates awareness. When you commit to a 7-day ritual, you begin to notice patterns in your body, signals that were previously overlooked, and the subtle ways in which your lifestyle choices affect your health. This heightened awareness is transformative because it allows you to make informed decisions. You no longer act blindly or reactively, you actively act intentionally, guided by the knowledge of how your body responds to care, nourishment, and consistent effort. This awareness is a cornerstone of empowerment. It is the ability to observe, understand, and influence your own internal environment. Taking responsibility for your health also means embracing the power of choice. Every time you engage in this practice, you are choosing action over inaction, vitality over stagnation, and investment in yourself over neglect. These choices compound not just over 7 days, but over a lifetime. The habit of intentionally nurturing your body strengthens your ability to make empowering choices in all areas of life. You begin to see that every action has consequences, and that by consistently choosing what supports your growth, you are cultivating a life of strength, resilience, and purpose. The ginger and apple cider vinegar ritual also embodies the idea that empowerment requires active participation. It is not enough to hope for health or to wish for energy. You must take deliberate steps to create the conditions that allow your body to thrive. Each time you soak the ginger, observe the infusion, and consume it, you are actively participating in your own transformation. You are reinforcing the principle that empowerment is not passive. It requires engagement, effort, and commitment. This is a lesson that carries far beyond the body. It applies to every goal, every relationship, every ambition. Transformation is always the result of intentional action. Finally, embracing self-responsibility in health teaches resilience. Life is unpredictable and challenges will arise. When you cultivate a sense of ownership over your well-being, you are better prepared to navigate obstacles. You understand that your energy, your clarity, and your strength are within your control, and that setbacks do not define you. The 7-day practice becomes a microcosm of this larger principle. By taking responsibility, showing up consistently, and acting intentionally, you develop resilience, fortitude, and the ability to thrive regardless of external circumstances. Empowerment, self-responsibility, and holistic transformation are inseparable. By taking deliberate action to support your body with natural, consistent practices, you cultivate trust in yourself, heighten awareness, and strengthen resilience. You recognize that your health is not a passive state to be given to you, but an active creation of your own making. The ginger and apple cider vinegar ritual becomes more than a health practice. It becomes a mirror reflecting your capacity to choose, to act, and to transform your life from the inside out. It is the embodiment of the principle that true power lies not in what happens to you, but in how you respond, how you engage, and how intentionally you choose to shape your body, mind, and experience. After 7 days of soaking ginger and apple cider vinegar, after committing yourself to consistency, after taking full responsibility for your body, you begin to see the truth. Transformation is not something distant or unattainable. It is a process that unfolds when you choose to act, when you decide to show up, and when you honor your body with intention and care. Every small step, every daily action compounds into meaningful change. You realize that the power to heal, to energize, to strengthen, and to thrive has always been within your hands. Nature has provided the tools, your body has the intelligence, and your commitment supplies the spark. This practice is more than a ritual. It is a declaration. It is a message to yourself and to the world that you are willing to invest in your own vitality, that you will not wait for external solutions, and that you recognize the extraordinary potential that lies within you. The benefits you witness: improved energy, better digestion, strengthened immunity, mental clarity, are only the beginning. The true transformation is the confidence, discipline, and self-trust you cultivate along the way. You learn that consistent, intentional action yields results far beyond what you can see at first, and that when you commit to nurturing your body, you are simultaneously nurturing your life. As you continue on this path, you carry with you the knowledge that empowerment comes from choice, that health comes from responsibility, and that change is born from deliberate, repeated action. Every day is an opportunity to honor yourself, to listen to your body, and to reinforce the habits that lead to lasting vitality. The process is simple, yet profound. The results are undeniable, and the truth you discover is universal. The greatest transformations do not come from shortcuts or external fixes. They come from within. So embrace the power of intentional action, trust in the intelligence of your body, and commit to the practices that support your health, energy, and clarity. Take responsibility, show up consistently, and allow the natural rhythms of your body to respond to the care and attention you provide. This is your journey, your empowerment, and your opportunity to thrive. The choice is yours, the power is yours, and the transformation is already underway within you. And now, step forward, take that first action, and watch as your body and your life begin to transform in ways you never imagined.